Hi, everyone. Oh my God, where's my? I'm not ready. I forgot to turn my lights on. There we go. Now you can see me. Happy Friday. Friday. I'm back on a Friday, for the love of God. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Here I am. Not prepared as usual. How is everyone? How's everyone's week go? And, all that good stuff. I had a bunch of stuff again that I was doing, and I had I know I mentioned on my last live that we had the someone, my mother-in-law passed away. So we had the memorial. We had to drive up to Michigan for that, and it's just been a time. So it's just stuff going on. It's been crazy. I'm ready to slow down. That's it. No more. I met my quota. I met my quota for 2024. That's it. No more. So anyway, I'm going to just text my daughter, let her know I'm live. Yeah, so no more. No more. I'm done. So happy Friday. I am back. And I've got, of course, I've got my list. I've always got my list. Hi, Carla. How are you and your family doing? Thank you. We're doing good. We had to go to the memorial for my mother-in-law, which was out of state. And then we were going through the house stuff, and so it was just it's just been a thing, right? It's just we just had stuff going on, and but we're good. We're trying to get back on track now. How are you doing, Carla? Hope you guys are doing well. So I've got my list, and I've got, I don't know. I've got the stuff I have on my list, because I haven't been keeping up with really anything, because I've just had so much going on that excuse me, that I don't know a lot of what's going on. But if you guys know about some of the stuff that, like, for instance, Britney. So I guess everyone's kind of concerned about Britney right now. And I did see a video that it looked like she posted. Did she post it? I don't even know where this video is from. I don't know if it was from her Instagram or I'm good. And what is your outtake on the alleged pregnancy with H&N? We're going to get to that. That's one of the topics. Yeah, we're going to get to that. Actually, that reminds me. I'm going to pull up a picture. I'll do that once let's do Britney and get her out of the way. Because, once we get on Henry, when we get on the Henry train, we can't get off. We can't get off the Henry train. So anyway, but going back to Britney. So I saw a video by Sloan. He used to spell his name SLO4N, but now we love the Henry train. I know you guys do. That's why I joke with my husband. I'm like, it's the Cavallettis, the Cavillites, the Cavaltinis. Like we have Swifties. So I'm trying to think of a name for all my Cavillites. Cavallettis. Cavallinis. I don't know. People love the Henry train. I don't know. It's just listen. So speaking of Henry, you're going to get back to Britney in a second. But speaking of Henry, so my husband and I have been watching this, what's the show called? White Collar. And I think it's an older series. It's on Netflix right now. But so Matt Bomer, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Boy, is he a pretty man. But I really didn't know who he was, right? And so we're watching this. I'm like, Matt Bomer. Okay. Like baby Boomer. Oh, Matt Bomer looks like Henry's twin. Well, that's what I was just going to say, Carla. I was just going to say, I felt like I was watching Henry Cavill. I kept telling my husband, doesn't he look like Henry Cavill? And I mean, I think he's a little prettier than Henry Cavill. Those eyes. Oh my goodness. Whew. Yeah, those eyes. Those are some beautiful eyes that he has. Anyway, he is a pretty man. But anyway, so we were watching that, and I just couldn't get over how much Matt Bomer looks like Henry Cavill. Which I guess I never knew who Matt Bomer is. I never really knew who he was. I mean, I think I've heard the name, but I didn't really know who he was. So it's a good show. If you guys are looking for something, good to watch, it's on Netflix. It's White Collar. It reminds me of Suits. Hi, Kirstine. It's actually Bomer. Well, is it Bomer or Bomber? Bomer. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. I never know how to pronounce anyone's name, but thank you for that, Kirstine. He was in several seasons of American Horror Story. Who, Matt Bomer? Well, Mudball, Kirstine just said it's pronounced Bomer. Hi, Hannah girl. I'm back, and it's a Friday. Holy heaven. I was just saying at the beginning, I had, we had unfortunately my mother-in-law passed away, very sad. And so then, we had to go out of state. We went to Michigan for the, memorial, and they were going through the house and stuff because they were getting it ready to put it on the market. So it's just been a thing. Like it's just stuff happening. I'm just like, okay, I'm done. I've met my quota. That's it. No more stuff taking me off any of my schedules anymore. I'm not allowing it. I'm done for the year. But anyway, so I don't know if it's Boomer or Bomer. I mean, I'm getting two people telling me, oh, pronounced Bomer. Okay. So I've got one person saying Boomer, like baby Boomer, and one person saying Bomer. But thank you guys. I don't know how to pronounce it. I just know those eyes. Good Lord. No, bow is in bow and arrow. Bomer. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't. Okay. Bomer. I'm just going to call him Matt Bomer. I'm just going to pronounce it Bomer. And if Matt ever sees this, he's going to be like, what the hell? Pretty boy Matt sounds better. Well, he is a pretty man. Let me just say, I was just like, I mean, yes, he looks like Henry Cavill. I think he's much prettier than Henry. And those eyes, I was just like, I would love to just have him in front of me so I can gaze into his eyes for 5 minutes. Beautiful man. Anyway, So that's a good show. It reminds us of Suits, kind of. The premise a little bit, not exactly, but it's a cute show. So if you guys are looking for something good to watch, um, that's a good one. It's called White Collar. It's on Netflix. Anyway, okay, getting back to Britney. So, I watched this video on Sloan, and I love his videos. I love his channel. He's another very good looking man. Very easy on the eyes, Sloan is. So anyway, I love his channel. He's, pretty thorough, and he's always coming, he comes up with details on all kind, whatever topic. He's mainly celebrities is what he does. But anyway, so I just watched a video and the video was, I think, did Britney make the video, or was somebody else making the video? I'm not really sure, but it was, I don't know who was driving. Maybe it was Britney driving, but they're driving down this road, and it's kind of a longer video. And I don't know, she's just talking about a lot of stuff. She called her sister a B word, which, that's true. But so she did that, but it was just like she was talking about a lot of stuff. But then, I guess people are really worried that, is she going off? Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Something about she was taken out by ambulance out of a hotel. Oh my God, I almost forgot about that. I'm going to look that up really quick. So I don't know I don't know if there's any footage of that. Let's see. Oh, she hurt her ankle. She's 42. I had no idea she was 42 already. Wow. Yeah, it says she hurt her ankle. She injured herself during a visit to Chateau Marmont. I don't know how to pronounce it either. I don't know how to pronounce anything. Paramedics showed up. She shared, okay, I really twisted my ankle last night like an idiot. Okay. But apparently, they just showed up to treat her injury. Well, I had heard, or was it, maybe it was Sloan also. Actually, I think it was another one of Sloan's video about, was it Sloan? See, I can't remember now. Could Britney be going through a mental breakdown? Well, that's what people are speculating. But apparently with this injury at this hotel, Chateau Marmont, she, I guess, didn't have a top on, and she had just a pillow in front of her. So I didn't see any pictures or anything like that. This is just what I heard on some YouTuber's video. I don't know. I don't even know who it was. I thought it was Sloan, but maybe it wasn't. Anyway, so that's what the big thing is that people are, worried about her again and wondering if she's going to, or if she's, having another breakdown, or, whatever. I'm going to ask, but I got to tell you, when I focus on her energy, I don't feel that. I just, as a psychic medium, and when I kind of focus on her energy, I don't feel that, but I'm going to ask. And I know, like, we all know that there's still people who are trying to make it seem like she is having a breakdown again. So, the poor thing, that's all I can say is I wish people would just leave her alone. That's what I wish for Britney. Okay, so let's ask if she is going through some kind of, breakdown again or something like that. So let's ask and see. Let's see how the Britster's doing. I don't know why I just called her Britster. Yeah, see, I'm getting a flat out, I'm getting a double flat out no. She's not. No, and again, this is what I was picking up from when I kind of tried to tap into her energy. I don't, I mean, I'm getting a double no. So no, when I asked straight up, no, I don't think she is going through another breakdown, like at all. And not only am I getting a double no, but I'm getting that if it's really what I've seen before, that she's doing really pretty good. So, I get that she's doing pretty good. You know what it is? I just think she has been, with the whole conservatorship, I think she is traumatized. I think all those years she wasn't allowed to do what she wanted at all. She was trapped in this conservatorship, which was like a prison. And before that, I mean, being a child star, and then she blew up to this major, icon stardom. I don't think she experienced a real childhood. So I just think she is, still dealing with some PTSD from all of that. But I'm getting that she just is wanting to just do whatever she wants. And she doesn't really care, I don't think, what people are saying or what they think or whatever. I don't get that. Again, not only am I seeing her like this, but I'm also seeing her like this. These two are the two of the best cards. This is the best card to show up as for me in tarot. But this one is also right behind that, in my opinion, because this means positive growth coming in and some new blessings and that kind of thing. So, I'll tell you what, though, she does get angry that people keep trying to say this about her. I don't blame her for that. I mean, I don't blame her for that. But, I get her. I get that she's like, oh my God, would they just stop? Like I can feel her energy. But you know what? She's doing good. So I just wish that the whole group or whoever is in on making it seem like she's having a breakdown and falling apart and all of this stuff. I just wish they would stop. I mean, think about what she went through. She went through this conservatorship for 13 years. Drama sells, so they will never stop, calling her crazy. Yes, that's true. But it's more than that. It's on a spiritual level, it's that she's breaking out. So I'm getting allegedly that her family lineage is dark, right? I mean, I've talked about this before. Where's my selenite? Because we're talking about the dark people again. So, so generations, going back generations and on both sides of her family is dark, especially the father's side. And it just has been going on and on and on and on over the generations. Well, Britney is, I think, trying to break out of that. She's trying to free herself from that negative, dark energy. And I think she's going to do it. I think she's, already really broken out of a lot of it, not all of it though. And so, but the dark doesn't want to let you go. I think her parents made a contract with the dark anyway to get her this stardom and fame and all of that anyway. So she's trying to get out of that. And the dark's like, no, no, no. We're not done with you yet. So it's just, that's what I'm feeling on a spiritual level. I just feel like, it just doesn't want to let her go. But again, you can't get better cards than this. She's just, I think she's doing great. I think she's doing great. So I wish people would leave her alone. That's what I wish for her, So, I don't know. Do we want to ask anything else about Britney before I move on? Because I know that's the big thing, is that people are saying she's acting weird again. And I just think she's, I just heard this too. Part of it is she thinks it's funny. So part of it is she is getting a kick. Now, don't forget she's a Sagittarius. Sagittarians don't care. They don't care. So part of it is that she thinks that this is funny, that if she does certain things or whatever, that people start saying, oh my God, she's having a meltdown or breakdown or whatever. And she thinks, part of her gets mad at it, because I saw that, but I can feel her energy. And I just heard that part of her thinks it's funny to see people's reactions. Is she divorced from Sam yet? Haven't heard his name in a while. Oh, that's a good question. You know what? I haven't either, but I haven't been following anything. Let's do a quick search. Oh, this is interesting. It says less than a week after resolving a long-standing financial dispute with her father, which she didn't get anything from that. I didn't think she would anyway, because I don't think he has anything. I think he spent it all. So I don't, there's just a whole dark group that's running that whole thing anyway. I didn't think she would really get anything from him. But anyway, it says, so this was from the LA Times. It says less than a week after resolving a longstanding financial dispute with her father, the pop star and estranged husband, Sam Asghari, have reached a settlement in their divorce. So interesting. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to say, looks like they settled it. That's what it says on here by the LA Times. So who knows? Yeah, I haven't really heard it much about him either, actually. I feel like that's kind of gone by the wayside or something. But yeah. Sam. I just think Britney needs to just be left alone. That's what I think. So no, that's my final answer. Britney is just fine. She's more than just fine. She is doing great. Britney's doing great. I'm not saying she's 100% healed from what happened, but she's doing really, really good. So no, I got a flat out no, double no in the cards. Okay, where's my Cavallettis, my Cavallites, Cavaltinis? We should do a vote. Let's do a vote. My Cavallites, my Cavallettis. Let me know what you guys want to be called. because we keep coming up with Cavallettis, Cavallites, Cavaltinis, Cavalettes. So you guys tell me what you want to be called, but Cavalettes. Oh, my Henry Cavill people. Okay. Let's get on to Henry Cavill. So I know that some people were posting on some of my videos, and because I was just dealing with this other real life stuff, I just wasn't able to come on for a live or, respond to the comments. But I mean, people are, first they were saying, is Natalie really pregnant? And then some people are saying that even though she looks pregnant, is she really pregnant? Or, they're asking all of that. So let me just see what it says on, is Natalie actually pregnant or is it a fake pregnancy? Well, that's what I'm hearing some people say. I did see an interview with Henry Cavill. I forget what it was on. I feel like it was on some appearance or like a red carpet event or something like that. And someone was interviewing him. It might have been the what was the one thing that he just had the premiere in April? Oh my gosh. It begins with an A. Whatever that movie was. He just had the premiere for that. So whatever that was, it might have been that, that's the one. At one of his premieres, he was saying he's excited to be a father. Yes. So, and he said, what did he call her? He called her Natty, Nats, Natty. I can't remember, but he called her like a short form of Entertainment Tonight for the premiere of his movie, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Okay. Is that, Argyle. Is that different than Argyle? Or is that the same thing? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, I saw him in the interview and he was, said, yeah, we're excited. I think he called her Natty or Nats, or I can't remember what he called her. But anyway, I mean, it is confirmed. It does look like he's confirmed. Yes, it's different. It's based on a true story. Oh, so he's been a busy boy. I saw that a while ago, though, last year when we were asking about when he got bumped as Superman at the, out of the blue, and then he had just resigned off of The Witcher. I had seen that he had some things in the works, so good for him. But anyway, I mean, it does look like, okay. So let's ask even if she is faking or legit, he still believes she is expecting. He didn't look or sound happy when he did that interview. I don't know. I don't know that, to me, I don't know if he seemed not happy or I don't know that he didn't sound happy. I just thought it was kind of like an interview. It didn't seem like it was, I don't know. It didn't seem like he was unhappy. Okay, Cavillites, whatever we decided on. So we're going to ask. We are back on the Henry Cavill train. So we're going to ask we're going to ask all these questions. Cavaliers. Yes, that's another good one. I'm going to probably do a post on my, I'm going to put a post on my, whatever, the little post thing that you can do on YouTube. And we'll do a poll and see what you guys, what you guys want to be called affectionately with love. All right, here we go. Are you guys ready? Is Natalie really pregnant? Let's see this. Oh my God, I can't wait. All right, let's see. I'm getting a yes. I mean, I felt like it was real anyway. Oh, there's a double yes. So here's my double yes. Here's my double yes. I'm getting yes. She is really, really pregnant. I'm getting a yes. Double yes. Don't shoot me, my little Cavalites. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot the messenger. But yes, I'm getting she really, really is. What is interesting though is this is very interesting. So this is how it's looking in the cards. This is how it showed up in the cards. Henry and Natalie. Okay. If you notice, he's looking away from her, which upsets her. So he's looking away from her, which means, well, I'm going to ask that next, Mudball. So what that means is I'm still seeing that he's not happy with her. So, I just heard too, I wouldn't be surprised if allegedly she did this on purpose. The PG. Allegedly, no facts here. I wouldn't be surprised if she did it on purpose. So, whatever. But, this is very telling because this is how it came up. She's not happy, but he's looking totally away from her. He's not even, so he's not, I'm going to still say, I'm going to stand by what I've always been seeing. I know he's still with her. Timing can sometimes be fluid when, you try to get a timing because free will decisions that anyone makes can alter a timing or a timeline of a situation. So, yeah, that's another good question, Mudball. And right next, well, I should have picked this up too. Right next to her too, I'm also getting this is the card that's showing me that, in other words, I'm still getting her as allegedly a very dark person. I mean, we all know this. It's her energy is just dark. It's just, she's just of the dark. That's it. So I'm still getting that. And again, she's not happy that he's not happy with her and not really focused on her. Right. So, but Henry's stressed with the situation between them. So, and then of course, this pregnancy adds a whole nother layer of, okay, now what? Right. So, hi, Memo, what's happening between him and his twin flame? Well, we'll ask. I don't know that I necessarily believe in twin flames like most people think. I think people confuse twin flames with soulmate. and we can have many soulmates. I A twin flame is just, I just don't think a twin flame is a good thing. People seem to think that it is, and I just don't. From my experience over the last 40 years that I've been involved in this, I have not seen that a twin flame. Okay, let's get on the twin flame for a second. So pause, Henry. Don't get mad at me, Cavilettis. We're going to take a pause on Henry for a second. We're going to talk twin flame. I know I've talked about this before, but there's a soulmate. There's people go on and on and on about a twin flame. Here is what I have always gotten about from my guides and what I've seen with clients over the years. I mean, I've been reading for clients for, almost 40 years, right? So I've seen a lot of clients. Twin flame, and I'm not saying that I'm like the all wise, all knowing Kathy. I'm not saying that. But what I get from my guides is twin flames are very rare. I don't think that everyone has a twin flame. But even if someone does have a twin flame, the odds that you're going to meet the twin flame are rare. It's rare. So I just don't, and if you did meet the twin flame, my experience is it's not a good, coming together. It's toxic and it's always lopsided. So one person is, it's a lopsided, it's an uneven love or feelings relationship. So 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, one person is absolutely devastatingly, madly head over heels in love with that person who's their twin flame. The other person is not anywhere close to feeling like that. And usually, I don't want to say abuses them. I know I shouldn't say that on YouTube, but they're not nice. They don't treat the person who's has these strong feelings for them. They don't treat them good. They cheat. They're cheaters. It's mental and emotional. If you know what I'm talking about. They're just not nice. There could be physical. It's just not a good relationship. So I think really what I think is people confuse soulmate with twin flame. I don't wish anyone on the planet to ever meet a soulmate. I just don't wish that because I've seen how bad it is for one person. And the other one just walks all over them and treats them like crap. And so I don't ever want anyone to meet their twin flame. I just don't think that it's a good thing. Soulmate is, all a soulmate is that some people confuse it too. And they think that a soulmate is, you only have one soulmate and it's only like a true love or a significant other, romantic relationship. It's not. A soulmate is, we can have many, many, many soulmates in a lifetime. And a soulmate, all that means is that in a past previous life, the two souls have been in past lives together and gone through whatever, whatever they decided to go through in those lives. And they didn't finish maybe what they wanted to learn or experience or grow from with each other in those lives. So they kind of, make an agreement with each other. Hey, we didn't finish that. Do you want to come back and try to work on it some more? And so, they agree that they're going to come in back into a life and they're going to continue to work on whatever it is that the souls wanted to learn and grow from. Does that make sense? So that's why, and also a soulmate is not just like a true love or a romantic relationship. A soulmate can be a parent and a child. Um, it can be a romantic relationship. Absolutely. It can be a husband and wife, a boyfriend, girlfriend. Yes. But it can also be like a parent and a child. It can be two siblings. It could be two best friends. It could be whatever, a coworker. I mean, it can be. And here's another thing. Being a soulmate with somebody does not mean that it's always going to be a positive experience. So it could be that some of what they're going through is maybe, difficult. Maybe the two souls chose to go through some difficult learning experiences. And so it may not be the most positive experience. It could be great, but it might not be great. It might be stressful. Also, if it's a soulmate, it doesn't mean that it's for the entire life. I mean, obviously, if it's siblings or a parent and a child, that doesn't change. You're always, if you're a parent and you have a child, that child is always your child. And that parent is always your parent. And your sibling is always your sibling, of course. But like if it's a friend or a romantic relationship, it could be that it's lasts maybe a year, maybe 5 years, could last a full lifetime, but it could only last maybe a year until the two souls decide that they are done with whatever, with whatever that they were trying to learn about or navigate through to grow. Hope that makes sense. So, I don't, I kind of believe in twin flames, but I just think they're so incredibly rare. I don't think that everybody has a twin flame. And I think that I just have seen it's not a good relationship. So I don't ever wish people to meet a twin flame, ever, ever, ever. It's just not good. Anyway, off my soapbox. Let's get back on the Henry Cavill train. All right. So let's go back to, let me scroll back up here and see. I forget, I got off on my little soapbox. Let me see what some of the questions. So we got a yes that Natalie is pregnant. I already kind of felt that she was anyway, but I got a double yes in the cards. Okay. So I don't believe it's a fake pregnancy. So, let's see here. Okay. So, well, let's ask this. Let's ask, I think someone asked this in the chat and I can't find it, but let's ask if, oh, this is a tough one. Let's ask if it's Henry's. Allegedly, no facts here. And people hate when I say that, and I don't care. All right, we're doing it. We're asking. Is it Henry's? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Let's see. There's the child. Yeah, I had to ask it, didn't I? I'm getting a no, allegedly. No facts here, people. It's only speculation. Go do your own research. I'm getting a no. I'm getting a no. And eventually it's going to, I think, come out, or maybe if it doesn't come all the way out, it's going to be highly suspected. And when that happens, I think Henry's going to be really just upset. I mean, devastated. So I don't know. The cards are saying no, it's not. He's not. That's what they're saying. I do see the child in the cards. The child did come up in the cards. So let's ask. Well, so I guess that kind of ties into your question, Carla, about is he going to request a paternity test? See, I feel like it's going to be suspected before the baby's even born. That's kind of the energy that I'm picking up. But let's ask. Let's ask if, he'll request a paternity test. I'm getting yes. Allegedly, I'm getting yes. So one thing is, I do see that the baby is going to be very healthy. I feel the energy feels to me like it's a boy. I feel like a more of a masculine energy. Sometimes you can have a female who maybe has a little bit more masculine energy. Like think of any of your fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Sometimes their energy, like I'm an Aries, I know. Sometimes their energy is more masculine. And then, sometimes you can have, even if it's a female, and then sometimes you can have a male who's got more feminine, right? So you think of your water signs. So, but I'm getting, it feels to me like it's a boy. That's how the energy feels to me. So let's ask if the pregnancy will come to term. Let's ask. I don't know. I'm getting kind of a weird energy about that. I'm getting a really weird energy on that. Well, I do think it's going to come to term, but I'm also hearing it may be a little early. but I think it's going to be close. See, I'm getting pulled both ways. Oh, there's the thumbs up. I don't know why it just did that. Like the video, I guess. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube, for reminding people to like the video. I don't know. I'm getting kind of pulled both ways. Okay. I just lost my place here. Okay. Amazing lesson on the difference between twin flame and soulmate. Is it Henry's and will it come to term? Okay. Those are the two questions. Yeah. Will that be the straw that breaks the camel's back when he finds out? Well, you know, hi, Kathy Babe. Hi, Glenn Babe. Somebody called me Babe. I'm not really sure why, but hello. Let's see. So, well, let's ask that. Let's ask if that's like part of the reason. See, I already know that they haven't really been getting along for a while, for a while. I mean, I've been feeling that energy for a long time. So let's ask if this is like the thing that kind of pushes it over the edge. And, like Mudball said, the straw that breaks the camel's back. So let's ask that. I'm trying to get through your questions. I know you guys got a lot of them here. I'm getting a no on that. You know what I'm kind of getting, and when I'm kind of tapping into the energy of the situation, I'm getting that I feel spiritually at an energy level, getting into the energy. I feel like they may break up. Well, see, I want to say they're not doing good now. Oh God. See, I'm getting conflicting things coming to me. I'm getting conflicting things coming. This is a really complex situation between them. I don't know why I'm trying to ask for clearing to send me clear answers, because I'm getting a whole bunch of like mishmash. Let me see if I'm being blocked. I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting conflicting information. I can't feel there's some of the energy that I'm picking up is that will contribute to the split. However, I'm also getting that I don't know that they're on good standing now anyway. So I don't know that it's almost like that's not going to do it, because I don't know that they're on good standing now anyway, if that makes sense. Hi, Stephanie. Good to see you. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. And I keep getting that I'm not doing that. Like the video, guys, because YouTube keeps doing the thumbs up. So why can't I scroll here? Why can't I scroll? Oh my God, it's like it's frozen. I can't scroll. Um, let's see. Do you think they were secretly on a break and she may have gotten PG with someone else and therefore they don't know? Mm, were they on a break? Mm, see, that's a subjective question. It's like that's a subjective question. It's like they're kind of the way that they're at least Henry, the way that he's kind of feeling about it is kind of like he's 1 foot out anyway. That's kind of what I get. He's 1 foot out anyway. So emotionally, he's already kind of been on a break, if that makes sense. So I don't know that they've been spending a whole lot of time together. Hmm. Do you think they've been on and off for some time? Yeah, I don't feel that they've been doing well. You know, I don't think they've been doing well for a long time. Why? Oh, there I go. Now I can scroll. It was like frozen for a second. Um, you could look at Led Zeppelin all night. Yeah, I literally was listening, jamming to Led Zeppelin all day. I listen to Led Zeppelin like almost every single day. I'm obsessed with Led Zeppelin. I listen to other music too, but I just love Led Zeppelin, love Robert Plant. Maybe if the baby is early, it's technically not reaching full term if it's early. Well, that's what I was kind of thinking. That has Natalie been unfaithful to Henry? Well, I'm going to say, you know, scroll back, rewind and listen to what I said about if Henry is the father. Allegedly. No facts here, only speculation and what I'm getting from my little guides up there. Does he already suspect it's not his? That's a good question. I'm a Pink Floyd guy myself. I like Pink Floyd too, a lot. It makes sense. Maria. Woohoo. Hi, Maria. Good to see you. Let's ask if does he already suspect? See, when I focus on that, it's right on the cusp of him starting to suspect. So there's a little tiny minuscule inkling that he's getting that maybe, but then he's kind of pushing it out of his mind. So I don't think quite yet. I don't think quite yet. Comfortably Numb, best guitar solo ever. I mean, it's a good guitar solo. I mean, I'm a Led Zeppelin, so, I'm all about Jimmy Page. I'm a Led Zeppelin person, so nobody really can top them for me. That's who I go to. But yeah, so I don't think he knows quite yet. Will Henry do better whenever he breaks up with Natalie? Well, here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to ask this. I'm going to ask, let's see if this other soulmate that I've seen in past videos when I ask about him, let's see if that person is still kind of in his energy. Because sometimes, I've seen this many times over the years with clients, that sometimes some kind of a free will decision somewhere in the energy, some person involved somewhere in the energy makes a little shift, and that shifts the whole dynamic of everything. So think of like think of like a very still pond that's like glass. So there's no current, there's no waves. It's like perfectly still pond. And think of throwing a pebble in the middle, and the ripples just go out in every direction. That's what a free will decision can do. It can these ripples go out, it can change everything, right? My experience from what I've seen over the years, just doing ratings for clients and what I've experienced in my own life, what I've seen is even if something goes off track because somebody does a free will decision and throws that pebble in the pond, think of that as the free will decision. So even if someone does that, my experience is 9 times out of 10, if it goes off track, it's always going to come back on track. So it may be delayed because it does veer off track, but it's usually comes back on track. However, that's not 100% either, because sometimes, and this is a whole nother topic, but I've seen people who are meant to be with someone or do, whatever, do a certain thing, do a certain career or live in a certain area, whatever. But I've seen people who are not ready to finish whatever that lesson is from that situation or that person or whatever. And so they fight against that, the meant to be, how it's meant to go, the karma. They fight against that. And they're just like, nope, I'm not ready. I'm not doing it. And they stick with it. And I've seen when that happens, it doesn't happen, I wouldn't say a lot, but I have seen it happen multiple times with clients. So if someone is just not ready for what that spiritual lesson is, then what my experience is, in what I see is the person who's fighting against that, things don't go right for that person because they're not, it's not that their whole life falls apart, but there's comes in some difficulties in their life. So it gets a little more, rockier. Things maybe don't go quite as smoothly. You're better off just following, what you're here to learn and experience. You know what I mean? But not everybody does that. And who knows what these lessons are that people, souls come in to learn. Maybe it's the thing that they want to learn is such a big spiritual thing that when the soul actually gets in a life and starts to experience it, they're like, oh gosh, I'm not ready for this yet. I can't do this yet. And then they are like, nope, maybe I'll address it again in another life, but I'm not ready to deal with this yet. So there's that. There's a lot of different things that go on. I mean, so you look too young to be into the old bands. I grew up with Bowie, T-Rex, the glam rock days, the 70s music came alive. Yeah, thank you. Unfortunately, I'm not young. I wish I was young. Yeah, I do like, but I like the 90s alternative rock too. Love Pearl Jam, love Alice in Chains. Oh my God, how are we talking about music? Okay, so as far as Henry goes, I think that, I still feel that they're probably, yeah, definitely, Carla. I still think that, they're heading for, oh, I know what we're going to ask about Henry. We were going to ask if that soulmate that I picked up on before, that's right, I totally went on a tangent about how you can get off track with what your lessons that you're here to learn. So let's ask if that soulmate that I picked up with, for Henry before, if that person's still in his energy, to come into his energy for them to still be together. Because who knows, maybe that's been knocked off track. So let's see. Let's see if that person is still, somewhere in his energy to, at some point come together. Well, listen, Glenn, I could talk about music for the next 6 hours. I just adore music, but we're talking about Henry Cavill right now. So maybe at the end we can talk about music. But anyway, okay, so let's ask if that person is still, in Henry's energy, spiritual energy, and are they still going to end up coming together? Let's ask that. See, when I'm asking, the energy that I'm picking up is there's some distance there now. There's some distance between them now. But I get that person is still in his energy. So, oh, double yes. I'm getting a double yes, yes, that person is still, yes. So that soulmate that I saw, that true love, whatever you want to say, that I saw for Henry, long time ago, like last year, whenever it was that I last did Henry, maybe it was earlier this year. I did see that person was, that they were going to be getting together, but I feel some distance there now. And I'm actually seeing some distance in the cards, but it's not enough distance to where that person's completely out of the picture. That it's not that, but I am getting a double yes that I do. So the soulmate, true love is still there in the energy field of Henry, still there, but a little distance. So I think the timeline has been pushed out. And I think it could be due to partly because of the pregnancy. So that person is still there, but see, the pregnancy has kind of thrown things off. So right now, Henry's showing up as Pentacles. Pentacles, for me, is that's Pentacles. When someone shows up as a Pentacles, that means that they're not focusing on emotionally or mentally on love. That's not what their focus is. They're focused on other things, more business, career, could be the pregnancy, but they're not focused there at right now. So that's kind of how he's coming up in relation. So let's ask if, will Henry someday will marry his true love? Well, let's ask. And how does Henry's soulmate feel about this pregnancy? Well, see, I'm getting, because here's what I'm getting. I'm getting, when I was asking about if that soulmate was still, what's my hair doing here? If that soulmate was still in Henry's energy, I felt like a distance, and I'm seeing like this person way, way, way off in the distance, way far away in the distance. So there definitely, there's some distance there. I'm going to say, I don't feel, you know what? She still wants to be with Henry. I can feel that. She still wants to be with Henry. She is watching from afar. She understands. See, she knows. I think Henry and she have talked. I think they've talked. And that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling they've talked and they've discussed some things. And so she's I don't know. I wouldn't say she's happy about it, but she's understanding. That's how it feels to me. So Henry's not focused there right now. And she's kind of also distanced herself. So, but I still get that she is still interested in Henry. Um, so yeah. So let's ask. Let's ask if they'll ever get married. Let's ask. Let's see if that's still in Henry's energy. You know, for them to still end up together and, you know, get married. Let's see if that's still on track. Okay, so that has been, see, I can't remember. I know I've asked a lot about if, you know, Henry's going to be with this new love. I know I've asked a lot about that. I can't remember. Do you guys remember if I asked if they were actually going to get married in the past? I can't remember. I can't remember if I asked that previously, but what I'm seeing here, the marriage thing is on hold. So I'm not going to say never that they will get married, but I'm going to say that piece of it has been taken out of the equation for now. And I think part of the reason is maybe the pregnancy. But, you know, I mean, I'm still getting, you know, every question I keep asking, this keeps coming up. So I'm still going to say allegedly that Natalie is not, she still knows. I mean, she's well aware how Henry feels. So I just don't think she's hanging on for dear life. She's hanging on for dear life. And I'm gonna say at this point in time today, because of what's happened, you know, with them and the pregnancy and all that, I'm gonna say as of right now today, Henry's not thinking of marriage. That's kind of pulled out of the pulled out of the spiritual energy. You know, they're still soulmates, and I do feel that they're still going to be together at some point. I just don't know about the marriage thing. And I do think that the timing has been pushed out. So, will Henry and his true love end up together? Well, yeah, I do think that they will. Will Henry have a family with his soulmate? So let me see if I can get a. See, I'm still getting that distance. I'm still getting that distance between them. Let me see if I can get a timing on when this may happen, that he and the soulmate will finally get together, because I really feel the timeline has shifted. The person's still there, and I still feel their energy together at some point, but it's not right away. Let's see if I can get a timing. I don't know. Timing is kind of hard to get sometimes, but let's see. Let's see if I can get a timing. Let's see. I'm getting between 5 to 6 months, possibly. It's not, I don't think it's 5 and 6 years because I'm getting between 5 and 6. But it also could be that it's in either May or June of whatever year, you know, they get together. So I kind of see it feels like it's longer than 5 or 6 months. I'm asking if it's going to be May or June of next year. It might be into next year, actually. Um, I just feel like the timeline has shifted and pushed out. Will that rekindle when the new love finds out it's not his and he leaves Natalie? Well, that's a good question. I'm going to ask that, but I'm going to say this. I don't know that it's totally the new love that's making the decision for them to not be together. I think it's Henry. See, Henry's a Taurus, and I have picked this up for ever since I've been focusing on Henry. Henry does not want to, first of all, Tauruses are very loyal. They are almost loyal to a fault. And sometimes, and they're very slow moving. So if they get into a relationship or whatever, it's not that easy for them to get out of it. They're not ones to leave a relationship right away. So they're going to have to process through it. They're going to have to get to a point where things keep piling on, piling on, piling on. And then eventually they do get to that point. But I just feel Henry moving slow and being loyal. So I think it's more Henry that's putting a pause on things, with the new love. I think he's the one that's putting the pause. So yes, I would think it would rekindle, but it's up to Henry. This is Henry's decision. It's not the new love's decision. That person doesn't have anything really to do with it. It's Henry. He's pretty steadfast, and you cannot make him do something that he doesn't want to do. You can't make him do something, I mean, Tauruses are some of the most caring, nurturing, loving people on the planet. I mean, they just are. My daughter's a Taurus, and they're just some of the most nurturing, caring, loving people. You can always count on a Taurus. They are. I just love Tauruses for that. You can always count on a Taurus. They will always be there for you. But boy, if they don't want to do something, there is no one on the earth, on the planet, in the universe that is going to make them do something that they're not ready to do. Exactly, Mudball. And yes, Maria. So he's just, hi, Roland. Nice to see you too. Yes, I'm back on a Friday. So, I don't feel that it's the new love that's saying, wait. I don't feel that. I feel it's Henry. So I think it's whenever Henry feels that he's ready. Tauruses are stubborn. They sure are. But they're also some of the most loving, like I said, loving, caring, nurturing, loyal. You can always count on them. I mean, they've got so many wonderful, beautiful traits too. I mean, listen, every sign's got their ups or they're good and they're bad, right? How does Henry's family feel about this pregnancy? That's a great question. What Henry feels about his true love. Well, so what I'm getting is, that's kind of what I was saying a second ago. I'm getting, when I put myself into the energy, that Henry's just not thinking about it right now. It's almost like la 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 la. I'm not I'm not thinking of that right now because I've got this pregnancy and I've got this job stuff. I need to just focus on that. That's kind of the energy I feel coming from Henry. But let's see how Henry's family feels about the pregnancy. Let's see. Let's see. Well, I mean, I'm getting that I think, interesting. I'm getting, I think that they're okay about it. Not everyone in his family is happy about it. I will say that. So I don't know if you guys, my Cavallettis, my Cavillites, Cavaltinis, do you know if there's someone in Henry's family that has been like not supportive of their relationship? Because I'm getting that some are happy about the pregnancy, but there are some in his family that are not. But some are. Actually, I feel like his mom is happy. She'd like to have a grandchild. So she's happy. But, I get that not everybody in Henry's family is happy about it. Yeah, you cannot make Tauruses do anything they don't want to do. 100%. Tauruses are stubborn. Okay, Charlotte, Henry's sister-in-law. Henry's sister-in-law. Okay, so I'm assuming she's married to Henry's brother. See, I don't even know what siblings he has, but okay. I think, now that you say that, I think I've heard that before. Yeah, so not everyone in his family is for the relationship with Natalie. Allegedly. So not everybody is, and then the other ones are, let me say it like this. When I focus on Henry's family, I don't feel that any of them, even the ones that may kind of like Natalie, I don't feel even those people, those family members are like completely enthralled with Natalie. Allegedly, I just don't feel that. I feel like they're kind of like, on the, nothing to write home about. That's what I get, on his. Charlotte is married to his brother Nick. Okay. Yeah. So, but I think his mom would be happy to have a grandchild. I mean, what mom would not want grandchildren? They're such a joy. So, yeah, I still see the true love in the energy, but it's really up to Henry when that goes forward again. So, it's really up to him. And he's got to get through this stuff with Natalie first. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I know, she's pregnant and all that, but I just I've never gotten him for a while now. I just don't get him that he's really happy with that relationship. I just don't feel it. Still, to this day, I don't feel it. So, all right, Cavalites, are we ready to move on from Henry? Oh my goodness. And then, still there's the whole P Diddy thing. Hi, honey.
Hi, babe.
Hubby just got home. So, yeah, so I mean, I feel like, God, P Diddy, that is such a dark, dark, dark topic. Let's just ask a couple questions about the whole P Diddy thing. I mean, I'm sure that everybody on the planet has heard everything, all the accusations and allegations and, alleged whatever that's been said about him. Um, I think everyone probably knows that the feds raided his homes. That's kind of old news now. But I am wondering, and you know what? Maybe I should look this up really quick because I have not been following. Because, like I said, I've had just life stuff happening, right? So let's ask. Let's. I mean, I know he's got some civil suits, right? Hmm. I mean, did they actually, though, bring any charges? Does anyone know? I don't know. I don't know if there's any charges, official charges that have been brought against him, um, like criminal charges. I don't know. I know that the feds are looking into him and investigating, and I just don't know if they've actually brought charges. So I'm going to ask that really quick. I'm going to ask if, let's see how to say this. If any criminal charges will be brought against Sean Combs, P. Diddy, allegedly. So let's ask if any criminal charges are going to be brought against P. Diddy. Let's ask that. Well, I do feel, just from what I'm seeing so far, they're trying to see what they can build a case on. So it's not exactly cut and dried. They're looking into it, man. Right now, I'm getting a no. But I know that if the feds raid homes, I mean, isn't that kind of like they're ready to bring charges? I don't know. I'm not an attorney and far from an expert on legal stuff. But right now, at this point, I'm getting a no. I'm getting that they are like really seeing what they can find and looking into a lot of, hi Kay, looking into a lot of stuff about all the allegations and stuff that have come out. And I think they're going through a lot of the stuff probably that they found from his homes that they raided, right? So eventually, I don't think it's right away. I think it's eventually there may be some criminal charges brought, allegedly. Um, not right now, but I can feel the intense focus by the feds to look in it and research and go through everything, like leaving no stone unturned. I mean, they are hyper focused on this. So I can feel it. They had to have probable cause to raid, so they knew there was something there specific they wanted. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. again, I'm not an attorney, but I know that they have to have some kind of probable cause, and then they have to have a judge sign off on it, right? So you can't just do that. Somebody's got to sign off on it. So, but the charges being actually brought, I think, is going to be these big raids. They don't do without being sure there's stuff there that they want, especially big agencies. Oh, agreed. I mean, again, I'm not an attorney or a legal expert or anything like that. This is just, what I hear, right, when I watch the news and stuff. But yeah, I know that they're not going to do a raids or anything like that, especially the feds, if they don't already think that they know or have something, right? So I feel like yes, but it's not right away. And I think that's because they're going to get one shot at this and they want to make sure they get it right. Maybe there's also people bigger than Diddy. Well, absolutely. I'm getting a big yes on that. I've felt that for a while, though. I mean, listen, Diddy comes from that whole Hollywood thing, and that's all dark, right? The Hollywood, the music industry, all of that stuff is all extremely dark. Hi, Milana. So all of that, so I'm getting that there is, that's a good question. Let me focus on that. Let me ask the cards, are they waiting or trying to maybe flip Diddy? Maybe that's it. Maybe they're trying to flip him to see if they can let's ask that. If they're trying to, come up with stuff on him and then seeing if they can get him to flip and give them information on bigger. Let's ask that. I know, there were, especially after the raids, Diddy was making videos acting like everything's fine, nothing to worry about, nothing to see here. No, he's shaking in his boots. He's shaking in his boots. Allegedly, he is shaken. He's shaken by this. They may try. I'm not getting a solid yes or no on if they're going to try to get him to flip. They may try, but I'm not seeing him going for it. I'm not seeing him going for it. He is shaking in his boots. Because he knows that nobody's going to protect him. But if he talks, that's the end of him. Allegedly. Alleged. He is shaking. I can feel his energy. It's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what do I do? I mean, he's like freaking out. So I don't care how he looks and tries to portray himself on his videos. He's Diddy. That's what he's going to do. But he's shaken. He's shooken up by this because he's between a rock and a hard place. I think they've already actually asked him about people above him, and he knows who he's dealing with, man. Those people above him are allegedly. Do you think maybe he arranged the raid himself in order to make a plea bargain? Yes, it's so dark, which I never realized when I was younger. Well, nobody does when they're younger. I mean, unless you're, get into this stuff. Did Diddy arrange the raid? I'm getting a hard no on that. The energy I'm picking up is that no. the energy that I'm actually picking up on Diddy is that he felt he was untouchable. And for many decades, he has been untouchable, right? So that fed into his belief. And he just felt like, all of these people above him are going to look out for him and protect him, right? And, up until a point, they did, right? But now it's like the domino effect. The dominoes are starting to fall. And these bigger people are not going to protect him. They're not going to protect him. No, but I don't get that he did this himself. Mm-mm. I feel like Clive Davies, I don't know who that is. I can ask. I feel like he's always tries to make everything look okay when this stuff happens. Like, so he's changing his name to Brother Love and all that. Yeah, I know. It's so random because I'm from Syracuse and his D Mule was a former Syracuse University basketball player. No one really knew. It was so random. You know what? I agree with you, Kay. I always felt that there was something weird energy that I picked up on with that D Mule. Yes, I agree with you on that. There's something off. Like, I agree with you. Why him? I don't get it. I agree with you on that. Clive Davies. Who is Clive Davies? I've heard the name. I don't know that I know who that is, but let's ask. But let me just look this person up. He wasn't even really known like a bench player. Oh, Clive Davis. Oh, he's a record producer? Honey?
Yep.
Oh, thank you. Oh, American record producer. Okay. I'm looking at his picture. I don't get good energy at all. Everybody grab their selenite. Grab your selenite quick. He basically gave Diddy power in the entertainment industry. Yeah, but yes. And Diddy has a lot more power than a lot. But I keep getting an image of Diddy as a puppet with strings and someone's moving his strings. He's a small fish compared to some of them. And came out as bi later in life. It's said that they had a thing going on. Whitney? Yeah. Well, that whole thing with Whitney. Oh, good Lord. That's another whole mess. Yeah, listen, all the people in Hollywood, I mean, I think there's a lot of that bi stuff going on, or however you want to say it, because there's deals that are going on. So there's deals going on, right? And so there's a lot of really concerning stuff I feel that goes on in Hollywood and the record industry. I mean, it's just, it's just insane. It's insane. People have said a connection between Jay-Z and Diddy as well, doing bad stuff. I'm not surprised by that. I mean, Jay-Z, same thing, right? Allegedly, no facts here. Why is Hollywood like that? So dark. Has it always been that way since the beginning? Yes, absolutely. Think about go way back to like Shirley Temple and I mean, look at those child stars back then, and you can hear some of the stories that they told, these little actors. They were owned, and the stuff that went on was horrendous. It's always been like that. It's always been like that. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. It's, that's why I got my selenite. Um, well, Milana, I did ask if it was a boy or girl. I didn't ask it per se. It came up in my cards, but I felt like it was going to be a boy. That's the energy it feels to me. Will they have more children together? I don't think so. Mm-mm. I'm getting a hard no on that. Yeah. So this Clive Davis. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Milana, if you want to rewind, like, or when you do the replay, you'll just rewind a little bit and you'll see. I was asking a whole bunch about Henry, but yeah. So hi Deborah, how are you? Um, do you think Cassie will come out and do a public interview at some point, or do you think she's working with the feds? That's a good question. That's a really good question. Let's ask that. See, okay. Because I don't follow this. Is Cassie one of the ones that took a settlement? Did she settle? Is she one of the ones that settled? Because if she settled, I'm sure that they would have. You did. Yes, we're still live, Deb. Yes, one day after. That's right. It was one day after. So I'm gonna say that they would most likely say, hey, listen, we'll settle, but you got to sign this NDA or whatever, right? I would imagine. But that doesn't mean that people always stick to that. But let's first of all, let's ask if she'll ever do. Man, I've got something caught in my throat today. Let's ask if Cassie will ever do any kind of a, I don't know, public interview or something, or come out with this stuff in an interview. Yeah, that's true, Kay. That's true. So let's ask if Cassie will ever do any kind of a public interview about this with details, like the details of the situation. Just terrible. See? Mm-mm-mm. Is she going to come out and do a public interview? I'm going to say not an interview, but she is talking. Is it to the feds? Let's see. It might be to the feds. I'm not an attorney, but does anybody know if you've signed an NDA, does that mean that you cannot talk to the feds or police either? Or is that something different? Like, even if you sign an NDA, you can still talk to the feds? I don't know. I'm getting that right now she's stuck in an agreement or a contract. She cannot speak openly, publicly. And boy, oh boy. She's really, I can just feel her energy. She's petrified of this whole thing. She's petrified. I feel really bad for her. Oh God, I just feel bad for her. I can feel her energy. If it's illegal, I believe the NDA is null and void. Okay. So feds would be open game. Yeah. See, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer or anything like that. I wouldn't know. But I mean, gosh, I feel so bad for her. I can just feel her energy. It's just, I mean, I hope it lets everybody send her some love and prayers and positive healing. I do feel she's going to talk to the authorities, the feds or the police or whatever. I do get a yes on that. So yeah, I do think she is. She was so young when she met Diddy. Well, doesn't he? Isn't that what he does? I mean, look at him with Justin Bieber. Oh my God, that's another one. Justin Bieber posting a video of him crying. But I mean, look what he did with Usher, with Bieber. I mean, that's what he does. He gets the young ones because he does the G, right? Rooming. He does that with young people. So yeah, that's his MO. Allegedly. Do I think Justin Bieber will come out? Let's ask. Oh, Justin Bieber. That's another one that really breaks my heart. I don't. The stuff that's happened to him and that he's kind of stuck in this dark too, allegedly. It just, I just feel so bad for him. Let's see if he will ever. I'm kind of getting a no on that, but let me see what the cards say. See, I'm hearing no, but let me see if the cards say something different. So Justin Bieber, I do feel has, what I'm getting in the cards, has dropped seeds of things. Will he do it publicly? I don't think so. But he's had discussions with people in his circle, friends, family, whatever. He has had discussions. Will he do it publicly? No. But I get him dropping hints, little seeds that if you were to investigate or research and fill in the, and you can take the little snippets that he gives you and learn the big picture. That's what I'm getting. Here's his mother, just, I don't like Bieber's mother at all. I think she's just a very dark, evil person. I don't like her. So Bieber's never going to come out with just like an interview and say, here it all is. That's not going to happen. These parents don't protect these children. No, they don't. Not at all. And I've gone on a rant about that on past videos. I can't, I don't understand parents. I don't understand parents. God, it's that I can go on another whole rant about that, but, yeah, I don't know. I feel so bad for Cassie. I feel bad for Bieber, just Usher, I just feel bad for everybody. I don't know. It's just that dark energy, and that's why I tell people, do protections and energy clearing, but send out prayers and, ask God in Jesus' name to protect them and try to heal them. Right. I saw a question back here and I'm trying to remember. Okay. Kay, on your question about Amanda Bynes, I did ask about Amanda Bynes on my last live, but I know what you're referring to with Amanda Bynes and Jamie Lynn and Dan Schneider. And hi, Penny. I'm just not going to go. I'm not going to go there. That is some dark, heavy, dark stuff. And I did, ask some stuff about Dan Schneider on my last video. So you could go back there maybe and take a look. Um, is Justin going through something? Who posts a video of themselves crying out of context? Yeah, I'm glad you're here, Penny. It's good to see you. Yeah, I don't know. Was it a video, Mudball? Was it an actual video? Or was it just like an image, like a screenshot or a picture of him with like tears? I didn't see it. I mean, was it a video? I don't even know. Let's see. I always feel that Justin is going through something. Whenever I try to get into his energy, it's just oh, thank you, Penny. Yes, you know how I love my Led Zeppelin. Was a still shot. Okay. I don't have Instagram or Twitter. I've only seen screenshots. Okay. Yeah, I think it was a screenshot. So here's what I'm getting on the energy when I'm focusing on it. I feel like it was fake tears. I don't feel like he was really crying. I think it was fake for that picture to make whatever point he was trying to make. I don't know what the caption was. I don't know what he said. I didn't see it. I mean, I didn't read it. I don't follow celebrities like that. But you know, is he going through something? I mean, he's not been doing well for a while, but he is trying to get. See, whenever I focus on Justin, I get him trying to come out or get out of this binding or trap that he's been in, that his mother put him in, allegedly. And I just get he's trying to fight his way out of that. He wants it to end. So it just breaks my heart every single time I focus on his energy. I want to start crying. I just want to start crying. So I'm going to say he's doing okay. I don't know if I would say he's doing great. His energy is just, it's okay. There's some depression there for sure. It's just, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so yeah, Justin Bieber, I don't know. I just wish that he's another one that I would put in the same. Yeah, me too, Penny. He's another one that I would put in the same category as Britney Spears. That unfortunately, no choice of their own, their parents threw them into this situation and made arrangements with the dark to get this, you know, superstardom or whatever. And they're trying to break out of it. So, of course, the dark is not going to let them go easily, right? They're not going to let that go easily. So they're going to fight to keep what they feel is theirs. They're going to fight to keep that if they can. Is Selena Gomez pregnant? True and so sad. Yeah, I agree, Maria. That's a good question. Is there a rumor going around that Selena is pregnant? Let's ask. Yeah, I haven't really asked anything about Selena in a while, I feel like. Yeah, people think she is. Okay, well, let's ask. It's not answering me. And from the cards I'm seeing, it's like it's a very muddled answer. So let me just focus on it for a second. when I ask and I just tap into it, on the energy, as a medium, when I focus it that way, because the cards are just all over the place. They're not giving me an answer on that. So when I focus on the energy and I get into the energy and I asked if she was, I'm getting a no, but I'm also getting, so I don't think that she is. However, I do feel she's thought about it and maybe is trying. There's a possibility she's tried to get pregnant. I don't feel that she is literally at this moment. But I'm also feeling something else going on with her. And I know she's had a lot of health issues, um, which I feel so bad for her too. I know she's had a lot of health issues and it's still showing the health issues. I mean, look at all these, this is just, I mean, I don't, she's still having the health issues. So there's something going on with her. And I mean, like, health wise, I'm picking something up. Hmm. Allegedly, allegedly, um, I don't know why, but I think she's going to have a difficult time getting PG. Yeah. You know what? I think you're right on that, Penny. See, I don't know, man. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to say anymore. I'm not going to say anymore. Um, I'm not going to say anymore. I don't feel that she's literally pregnant right now. I think she's tried. I think she would like to get pregnant, but I don't think that she is right now. She does have lupus, yeah. I know she's had a lot of medical issues, and I feel really bad for her. It's just, she's so sweet. I feel bad that she's had all this stuff. All right, guys. I have enjoyed hanging with you guys, and I'm so glad to be back on a Friday. And I'm hoping, love the Zeppelin tea. Yeah. Oh, you already saw that. Thank you, Penny. But I am going to try to see if I can get back on a regular cadence again. Because I, like I said at the beginning of the video, my quota's met. I'm done with stuff getting in the way. So I'm going to really try to see if I can just get back on a regular cadence and, you know, get back on here more often. But I love hanging. I miss you guys when I'm not here. Love hanging with you guys. So it was so good to see you guys. So I hope everyone has a great Friday. Yes, I'm going to be trying, Milana. Mwah. I love you guys, and hopefully, and I'm gonna see if I can, I might even pop in during the week. I don't know. We'll see. I got some regular standalone videos I'm going to be making too. But so have a great rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys soon on the next live or the next pop-up video. So have a great weekend and all of that, and love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.